What are degrees of freedom in surgical robots? Imagine trying to tie a complex knot with your hands tied behind your back. It would be tough, right? Now think about a robotic arm performing delicate surgery inside a tiny space. How does it do such precise work? That's where degrees of freedom come into play. Degrees of freedom in surgical robots refer to the number of independent movements or directions that the robot's arm or instrument can make. Each of these movements is called a degree of freedom. For example, moving an instrument forward or backward counts as one degree of freedom. Rotating it around a joint counts as another. In three-dimensional space, a surgical robot can move in three main ways. First, it can move linearly along the front, back, up, down, or side-to-side directions. These are called translational movements. Second, it can rotate around these axes, which are rotational movements. Together, these movements allow the robot to position and orient surgical tools precisely. Most advanced surgical robots have multiple joints and wrist-like mechanisms that give them several degrees of freedom. For example, the Vinci surgical system has 7 degrees of freedom. This includes 3-4 positioning the instrument tip in space, 3-4 rotating and angling the instrument, and 1 extra 4 wrist-like bending. These extra movements are made possible by special joints called wristed joints, which mimic the human wrist. Having more degrees of freedom is very important in minimally invasive surgery. It allows the robot to navigate through small incisions and perform complex tasks. With more freedom, the robot can replicate the dexterity of a human hand and even go beyond it. This means more precise movements, less fatigue for the surgeon, and better control inside the patient's body. For instance, the Vinci system's 7 degrees of freedom enable the surgeon to rotate, bend, and position instruments with high accuracy. The robotic arms can bend and rotate in ways that human wrists cannot, but with steadiness and precision. This makes complex surgeries like heart or prostate procedures safer and more effective. In summary, degrees of freedom in surgical robots are what allow these machines to move and rotate in many different ways. The more degrees of freedom a robot has, the more versatile and capable it is at performing delicate, complex surgeries. It's like giving the robot a set of highly flexible, human-like arms that can reach, bend, and turn in all the right directions to get the job done.